Do you ever feel like your wardrobe is boring? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can actually style what you have in your wardrobe, right? So I'm going to be doing a retro kind of thing today. I'm going to be going back to my own wardrobe, back to the pictures I took 5 years back or 3 years back. Then I'm going to try to restyle those outfits just in case you will have to buy something new. It is not a problem, but we have to work on those things so that you understand exactly what you are going to buy. So, with that being said, let's begin. Styling is actually easy, but it's a bit tough. So, for us to decode all of this, let us get down to where it all begins. Now, if the video give you anything helpful, please don't forget to share this video, give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe for more videos like this. First of all, I had to take myself to the mirror and look at myself properly and understand my body shape. So after the whole measurements that I did, I now realized I have the hourglass body shape. So I used to see myself as though I have a larger shoulder or a wider shoulder than my hips. But now I understand why that happened. It's because somehow I have a hip dip, and people don't believe that I do have a hip dip until I perform this experiment. Now look at this. If I place my hand towards the back and I push my hip forward, you see how full it becomes. But once I let it go, you see the hip dip. Though it's not so deep as such, but it's there. I do see it myself. And being an hourglass person, you have this challenge towards your knee section that makes it feel like you have a knock knee. But I now realize that that's how your knees are going to look like for most of us who have this shape. So the things I now understood about my shape was that my midsection should always show up, right? Now I can also show off my shoulder. I love my shoulder, so I can always show off my shoulder. But wearing things that is going to show my knee makes me feel uncomfortable. So I have to switch up my outfits just to meet up with that so I can feel confident and powerful. Now let's see how that works. So after defining my style, looking back at my old pictures, I understood two things. One, my clothes were actually swallowing my shape. And two, it wasn't long enough to give me the balance I needed towards the down part. So I needed to switch things up. So for context, I had already decided my style. I've already defined the kind of style I want to have. I want to have this officey, clean, chic, beautiful, but kind of like bossy vibe. So that was what I was going for. And I had to go over to my Pinterest, look for those outfits. And mind you, I did some experiments because I did some research online, and I also understood that because I am an hourglass body shape and I see someone else online that has an hourglass body shape, we are two different people, and the outfits proportions on that person's body will be different from my own body. So I had to be very, very specific. Now, on the other hand, let's take this outfit for instance. There's actually one reason why I don't like putting on things that look like this because it's going to swallow me up. Now, I do believe people who wear things like this and it looks really good on them, possibly they have ass, and maybe it's the ass that actually takes off the shirt from the back or something like that, or maybe there is a hack for that. But if I wear it, I look sick. I look like I'm being swallowed up by the outfit. So I don't even bother. So until I have gained my own confidence about this before I can put on an outfit, a two-piece that looks like this. Although I do love it very well. So for outfit number one, I still have this top and I'm going to be pairing it up with a trouser I made myself. Yes. So if you want to learn how to make things like this for yourself, I have a link in my description box. You can use that link to register for my beginner online classes. It's still on. You can actually register so you can learn to make things like this for yourself. So this is actually the look I was going for. You see the length is a bit long and it's wider towards the down part, giving me that balanced look. And this is much more chic and beautiful than the very first picture. Okay, so for outfit number two, I'm going to try to recreate this one. So this was actually a video that I took a picture of, so just don't be distracted by that. So now I have this pullover that I'm going to be using. Since the top was heavy, I want to create top heavy as well. And I'm going to be making use of this jean. So one reasons why I'm not using the ones on the other picture is because I actually gave it out. So after putting this on, you see how it makes me look boxy? Mm-mm. Now we switch that up and it looks like this. So right now it's breaking it up at the midsection, making you really understand how the shape of my body is and also giving me that length full to the ground, and also opening it up as well towards the down part, giving me that more balanced look. Whereas the other video, you see how it was actually on my waist, and actually the trouser was short. Let me just put it that way. So this is much better. Also, since the trouser is not so tight on my hip, you don't really get to see the hip dip, so it rounds everything out towards the down part, making it look a bit fuller on the hip. Also, if I don't want to dress the other way around, I can actually switch it up and it looks like this. Now, this way, because of the crossbody bag at the center, it doesn't really give that boxy feeling towards the midsection. So it takes away your attention from the midsection that is not really coming out towards the bag. And it also creates that definition down towards the legs, right? So looking at it this way, it looks much better as well. So for look number three, I'm going to be recreating this, and I have this top to go with it. So after putting on this top, you can see how boxy it looks. No shape. This could be a vibe for some people, but for me, no. So let's break this up. So when we do that, you see how this looks much better, much beautiful, and even more elegant than the other picture, right? So the fact that the trouser is actually full to the ground, and also with the canvas, a different type of canvas. Sorry, my legs were not able to show on this, but even at that, this still looked really pretty, and I love it. So for look number four, I'm already fully dressed. Now on the other picture, I had my white top inside and also my jean. So the only thing I switched out there was that the jean down is actually wider, giving me the balance instead of the narrow one I used before. So good thing I still have this jacket. Now after putting it on, this how it looks like. Now it gives me that boxy look, and for some people this can be a vibe. Okay, this is actually a look for most people, but for me, no, I look straight and I need to break it up. Now, for me to do that, I have to pack in my top, right? I have to tuck it in a bit. So I took it to the back and then tied it up. So once I did that, you can see how the shape is coming together already. So once I do that, it actually helps me break up the silhouette. And I'll just have to fold this up just to give me that edge towards the outfit. And then I ended up paying it up with this bag. It gives me the look. It looks much beautiful, more grown, and more cute, right? Unlike the first picture. So I still appreciate myself. At least I'm grown and I'm more matured now, so I know what I really want. Now, if I must wear something like this, I must find a way to show off my midsection just so the outfit can be understandable. Now, what do I mean by this? If I open the shirt up, wearing a shorter camisole on the inside, and my trouser with the belt can actually give that room for you to understand that there is actually a breakup somewhere on the body, which actually gives you the insight to the person's or to my body shape. Another thing is, if I'm not comfortable looking this way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to button up everything, but then I'm going to tuck in one part of my shirt towards the trouser, just so the look can also be elevated. And also, once that part is being broken up like that, you would understand this person's shape, where the waist is, and everything that comes with having my kind of body shape. So that's just it for this video, guys. Hope you learned one or two. If you did, don't forget to share this video, give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And also, if you want to know how to identify your own body shape, there's actually a video on my channel that's going to show you how you can actually learn to know your different body type. You can actually check that out. Until next time, see ya, evergreens. Bye.